All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Forward Echo podcast. We do have a mystery guest this evening. To Jake, say hello.
Hey guys.
And this is a hint I am absolutely willing to give out. This Jake from State Farm is a league player. What do you guys feel?
Everyone knows Nova's a competent team, and they're capable, they're accurate, they're quick, they're slow, they're fast, but I don't think they're gonna know what hits them when 6 foot overtakes Esend too.
Oh my god.
What?
Zucks and Ducks are a very good duo. I think they can take this in 2.
6 foot overs got this in 3 rounds.
Do I smell a little bias? It's so obvious at this point, honestly.
I do have to get an official guess on who they think our mystery guest is this week.
For a final guess, I'd say Rickster. I'm still confident on Rickster.
He's done a really good job at hiding who he is. Sorry, I've got it. It's YouTube. 100%.
For anybody curious, we will be on Sunday. The first thing we will do on Sunday's recap is reveal Jake.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Weekly Echo. I'm your host, Monsieur de Maria. I forgot my own name there for a moment. And we are actually down a man. CaptainCanada went idle literally 2 minutes after I pinged him. So we are waiting on CaptainCanada. But I am here with Late Toast. How you doing, Late Toast?
I'm doing good. Hope everybody's having a good day.
All right, and now to queue up Jake from State Farm. He's not currently in the chat. I was hiding it from Late Toast. I was hiding it from a lot of people. I am actually kind of proud. Hold on, let me send this message to him real quick. I'm forgetting words currently. What am I? There we go. Yeah, I was trying. I'm kind of proud that we were actually able to keep this quiet. Literally nobody knows, and so yeah, he's about to hop in here with us. He should be any moment. Is that him?
Oh my god.
And yeah, welcome Jake from State Farm. Who the hell are you?
Hey guys, it's me, Esend. You might know me from Nova or Beer League.
Yeah, and that is Esend from Team Nova. He was Jake from State Farm. And so, as per the rules that we set up last week, that is he's gonna pick up an immediate 3 points because it was CaptainCanada picking YouTube.com, as y'all heard in that hype video, and Toast going with Rickster and Esend. That sell on the Nova versus 6 foot over game. I got to be honest, that one was hard for me to not react to with anything more than a laugh. Yeah, so definitely.
Got to really sell it, I figured if I bid on that one, it'd be worth making up the points for selling a guest.
And then
yeah, if I'm being entirely honest, I don't think I've ever met Esend, so I don't think I would have been able to guess this one.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We've definitely crossed paths a couple times.
But
maybe like in a pub like once or twice, but not really.
There was also that near miss the other day, as me and Esend were both we were actually playing EVE Online together, and right about the same time Rosie started commenting on it that Jake from State Farm was playing EVE Online. I was in game going, yo, you're giving yourself away right now. This is a major tell. Esend, what do you have to say for yourself for that near miss?
Yeah, that was my bad. I'm gonna blame Discord's auto start function on that one. I could have sworn I logged out of Jake and just booted up the computer, went about my day as usual, and apparently Jake was lurking in the background.
Yeah, and so a lot of guesses went out. Rosie ultimately was picking Esend. I know you were leaning towards Esend. But like, not even Palador didn't know. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of this that neither of us gave it up to anybody. Nobody was. Rosie's gonna act like she was certain, but I do remember her still questioning it after after the near miss there, and Palador is still fairly certain it's sealable bag, and unfortunately Palador no. This is in fact Esend. my line mate. That was the other thing I thought maybe that would help. The fact maybe that would lead some people. I literally picked my line mate as the as the mystery guest. And Palador is really upset right now because you pronounced your name Esend when you came in, and I'm pretty sure you did. We're gonna have to check the tape. But it definitely sounded like it to me, and Palador with a reason in the chat there. But yeah, we're still waiting on.
So is it Esend? I didn't know that.
No, it's Esend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Esend. A long-standing thing that probably S, you're never gonna get away from that. You know that.
Yeah, I've accepted it.
But yeah, like I said, we're still waiting on CaptainCanada. But we are going to go ahead and start without him as I go ahead and set up my notes. Hopefully this typing isn't too loud. Let me take a copy paste here. Well, I'll just CaptainCanada. I'm just going to narrate everything like I'm an old man. Everything I'm doing here. And not mystery guest now, it's Esend. I am not an old man. You shut your mouth. You shut your dirty mouth. And yeah, so we will go ahead and start without CaptainCanada. I did send him a ping in our panelist chat, so he will know so that he can just hop in whenever he does come back. Hopefully he does come back, because like I said, he went idle literally 2 minutes after I sent him that initial ping. So yeah, we will go ahead and move on to our first round here, and that was the last game of the week. And that was a Reboot versus There Is No Team. I know I casted it. I literally just casted it, but I can't remember the scores off the top of my head. But it was There Is No Team in 2. And to check the notes, who guessed what on that one? Canada with team in 3. Toast with team in 2. And Esend, you with team in 3. So Toast, the only one coming away with 2 points on that one.
Nice.
Nice of them.
I don't know if either you watched that game, any comments on it?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, I really just caught the tail end. It's been a pissy day for me.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Of course.
Yeah, big sad. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was it was a well fought game. That we did see Rad, David N, and White Dragon 7 in that game. But yeah, go ahead and move on now. Hopefully, we'll find Canada here soon. Because otherwise we'll probably move through this pretty rapidly. So yeah, this next one was Chaos versus Space Force. Chaos did ultimately take that one in 3. Oops, as I'm pulling up all sorts of extra windows. And that was Canada. Let's see, Canada and Toast both with Space in 3, but Esend, you picked Chaos in 3. And I am backwards. It was Chaos in 3.
That's right.
I apologize for that. So Esend actually the only one to come away with any points for that one, and actually got the 2. So he's up to 3 there, and then no points apiece to Latos or CaptainCanada. So I don't know how you guys feel about that one.
I honestly, this is not exactly what I expect. This is not exactly what I expected, but I mean, I do respect Chaos. They've been trying to find a roster for a while, and they finally found one, and they've been getting good with it.
And Aeronite in chat saying there was at 5 OTs in round 3, which is considerable. I actually remember hearing about that. Wait, that Space Force and Chaos. Then how'd the score come out? Do I have the score incorrect there on the? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong game. I'm sorry. No,
it's 32 to 26.
No, what I'm getting confused. All right. Cool. And then Gilligan in the chat yelling at you, S.
Oh yeah, he's been doing that for a while.
Because I know he figured it couldn't have been either you or Venom, because he was like, but we didn't steal any place from them. And so now he's trying to figure out what place you think we stole from them, and I guess we'll just let him simmer on that.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Of course he does. But anyways, all right, so that'll take us on to this next one here. And this one, we're just going to... Do I know the... did I got this down? Let's see. This is Galaxy versus Deception, and I'm pretty sure I actually got it in. That was, Deception in 2. Taking it 0-17 and 0-12. So Canada with Deception in 2, Toast with Deception in 3, and S with Galaxy in 3. That's going to be 2 points to Canada, 1 point to Toast.
Nicely done.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so I guess what anything to say about that one?
The Galaxy Deception.
Yeah. No. All right. So we'll go ahead and move on now to this next one. Actually, a forfeit. That was Space Force versus participation points. Space Force taking that one in 2 from the forfeit. And all you picking Space Force in 2. So we'll just call that one a wash, as it was to because participation points did collapse shortly after Cam Jam left the roster. So we'll go ahead and use that to transition into this next one here. Skull Crusaders.
Do we still get 2 points on that one, or?
I mean, since you all got 2 points, I guess you know what? We'll go ahead and do that. You all get 2 points because we do compare them to the other points on the week. All right, so
Did we skip Olympus reboot? I feel it, or did I?
Did I? We might have, and I might have done it on accident. I do that every once in a while because of the way OBS works. So we'll go ahead and back up there to Olympus versus Reboot. Reboot did take that one in 2.
Soggy toast. Palador is calling me soggy toast. Yeah, I just haven't had too many comments.
So let's see. Canada had Olympus in 3, and then each of you, Toast and S, had Reboot in 2. I don't know if either of you happen to catch this game.
I don't think so. I only caught like a bit of games this week because I had a pretty busy week, but I honestly just Reboot has a lot of experience and it came out in this game.
Yeah, same. I was really slacking on watching games this week, but I figured when I did this one, Reboot's been around a little longer. I figured they'd get together. It looked like what would be a good match. I'm glad they took it.
All right, so we use that to transition. I don't tell me if I already hit this one. I don't think I did. This is Skull Crusaders versus Genesis, and that was Genesis in 3. And the picks there were let's see, Toast and Canada both picking Genesis, but Toast took Genesis in 2. And Esend, you're picking Skull Crusaders in 2. How are you gonna answer that one, man?
I really didn't know what to think about this one. I haven't really seen either team play much, so I kind of just went with my gut.
Someone seems to have showed up.
Oh, it's a wild Canada.
It's CaptainCanada there.
Yeah, sorry, boys.
There he is. Bring you up a little bit there.
Better late than never, am I right?
Absolutely. And I know I did say it could have been at 11:30, so it seems like you're coming in right at 11:30. So no worries there. We did get started because that last game went 2 rounds, so we were out before 11. And then I was able to get us ready to go at quarter after, and I'd already hit that start button. So I was like, all right, I guess we're going. So yeah, we are only a little ways in though. We just hit on Skull Crusaders versus Genesis. Where Genesis took it in 3. You picked Genesis in 2. Toast with Genesis in 3. And Esend. Oh, and by the way, yeah, Jake from State Farm is Esend. So yeah, Esend picking up 3 points off of that. Since neither of you were able to get that one figured out. But of course, he did, as you guys noted at the near the end of the podcast on Monday, that you that he did a good job of hiding who he was.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
never
he
mind.
ran us around the bushes. Yeah, no clue.
And CaptainCanada, just because you weren't here to keep up, I will just go ahead and give us a quick update. Usually we'll keep the scores hidden. That way no one really knows where they are, but Captain wasn't even here for any of it. So we'll just do the update now. And of course, this could change at any time. But currently, Late Toast is leading. Well, not quite leading. Late Toast with 9. Esend with 7. But that's without the 3. So really, Esend in the lead with 10. Then CaptainCanada with 6, pulling up the rear here. So we'll go ahead and now transition into the next one here, and it's not that one. It's not that one. It is this one here. Was Nay plus Ultra versus 6 foot, which Ultra took it in 2. And this, of course, was one of may have been, of course, you know who'll blame it on it, but may have been one of Esend's sacrificial plays to hold on to that con where he picked 6 foot over, 6 foot in 3, And although it was Ultra in 2, so Canada with Ultra in 2, Toast with Ultra, or excuse me, Canada with Ultra in 3, Toast with Ultra in 2. So Toast with another 2 points, Canada with 1.
I guess it's 2 points in exchange for 3, so I guess it's an equal trade.
That was my thought.
Well, you say that now, but there was another one he did the same thing on that we're going to have to take him through the ringer on in a few minutes. But we'll get there. And late, I see you guys tandeming there in chat. Soggy Toast, that's good stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I actually got to watch this game. I don't know if any of you guys actually got eyes on it.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to watch this game either.
I didn't.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move on now to the next one here. This one was Guinness versus Milk. Excuse that, what says placeholder there. As I was prepping these earlier, I didn't have all the reports in. This one might still not be in as I check the notes here. It was in. That was Milk in 2. They took round 1, 13-4, and round 2, 11-10. Let's see. So Milk in 2, Canada picked Milk in 3, and then Toast and Esend with Milk in 2. So 1 point to Canada, 2 points apiece to Toast and Esend.
Yeah, I mean, I was confident in Milk because they're playing pretty good currently.
Same. They've been a good team lately.
Come on, Guinness. Let me down.
So sad.
And Guinness, yeah, definitely a good team to watch out for. They're definitely going to be on the up any day now. But now we have that's going to be now this one we got to give a little bit of ribbing to because it is Nova versus 6 Foot Over, and that was Nova in 2, and which both Canada and Toast picked, but for some silly reason,
you never know, right?
Esend decided to go full character. And commit to this one.
Red herring.
6 foot and 2.
Yeah, I was just really trying to. At that point, Rickster had been thrown out there a couple times. I figured I'd just sell that a little harder.
And I guess this is symbolism because I have a red herring in my profile picture.
Yeah.
He tried, but wasn't exactly a fair trade.
Now everything's making sense. Why Dimwee was kind of getting a little.
A little
weird
yelly
about you picking. About you picking 6 foot. Wow. Okay. Well played. Well played.
Yeah, and yeah, go ahead, S.
Oh, just dedication.
That's one word for it. And another word for it is trader. But we'll go ahead and move on now to Wireless Jacks versus Instinct. Move quickly. Yeah, Wireless Jacks versus Instinct, which Instinct took it in 2. Those are the accurate scores there. Let's see. All you pick an Instinct, but S picking Instinct in 3. So 2 points apiece to CaptainCanada and Late Toast, and 1 point to Esend.
Which that one I think recall was pretty close up until like the last couple minutes of the second game. That was a good game to watch.
Yeah, I was surprised at Wireless Jack's performance. They played really well.
I'll be entirely honest. I'll be entirely honest. I have no idea how good Instinct is. I've just heard that they're good and seen their record. So I just kind of guessed on that one, and luckily it was right.
Yeah, Instinct is right up there with the big boys. With Kangarillas, Joker, they're a really strong team.
They definitely are, and they have that. Actually, we'll be hitting on it next. We'll go ahead and use that to transition to the next one. Another Instinct game. That was Instinct versus Spaghetti. So Instinct picking up 2 wins this week. Again, the placeholder spot there, but no placeholder. Although I might not have the actual. Let's see. Yeah, I have an Instinct in 3. I don't know I can't remember what the score was. But that was Instinct in 3, and there was no Mercy. So Canada with Instinct in 2, but with the Mercy bet, that actually comes out to be 0 points. As my game client just crashed, so I'll get us back in there real quick. But then Toast with Instinct in 2, or excuse me, Toast with Instinct in 3, and Esend with Spaghetti in 3. Toast, the only one coming away, walking away with 2 points off of that one.
Yeah, I mean, Spaghetti is a strong team, so I thought for a minute that Instinct would take it in too, but I respect Spaghetti. They're picking it back up.
Yeah, I was quite surprised with this. I haven't watched many of Spaghetti's games, so I didn't really know how strong they were. But they're they're showing up.
And
For sure.
really, it was just because they had a missing roster. I think that Al was gone for a while, and it kind of messed with their MMR. So I think everybody thought that they were kind of a lesser team than they actually were.
They're definitely a pretty good team.
And I did have the opportunity to cast this game today, and it was that round one. Al popped off and was hitting these long threes repeatedly, but then Instinct was able to come away with it. As I just realized that placeholder is right in everybody's face there. Oh, whatever, it's there. And then Instinct came back and dominated in round two. And then the last game was well fought all the way to the end. Obviously, I believe, Instinct came away with it, and that's the second half of round three. But it was a really good game. Honestly, if there's a game of all the games I witnessed this week, if there's a game to go back and watch, if you didn't get a chance to see it, this is a good one. It's a really good game. The first 5 minutes of round one almost looked like perfectly matched teams. And then by the end of it, it felt even more like perfectly matched teams because of how close it was.
I can't just ignore that Palador said face holder. I'm not gonna lie, I put myself on mute so I could laugh at that.
There, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
And Al picked it up. I think that with Al back on the roster, as I said, he made those long threes, and he is ultimately just improving the team.
All right, so we're going to transition now to the Wireless Jacks versus Orbit. This one was taken by Orbit in 2. That's everybody. CaptainCanada Toast both pick up Orbit in 2. Esend picking Jacks in 3. And that one, actually more of a tell than I think most people would realize, because there's definitely some bias there towards Jacks from Esend.
Yeah, definitely. And it for a while, I was watching that one. It looked like they were going to get it too. And then I'm not sure what happened. Orbit really just drove it home in the end of that second round.
It was really well fought. It was a well played game, absolutely, for sure. We definitely saw the speed of both teams coming out there.
Oh, very fast teams.
All right, yeah. So go ahead, transition now to the next one. That was Wireless Jacks in Orbit. So, and again, did my game crash again? Yes, it did. So we'll pull that one over. This one, Nebula versus Flare. I don't know if I actually know the outcome. Do I have this down?
It was 0-2 on our side.
Flare in 2, winning 19-7 in round 1, 16-11 in round 2. That one must have got reported later on today.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we did better than some people would have expected us to do. And the scores were not exactly like they were obviously like they won, but they weren't a complete stomp like some may have expected. So I'm ultimately happy with this match, even if I did lose in 2.
Good. No, yeah, it looks like you guys put up a good fight.
All right, Captain. You happen to get to watch this one?
No, I didn't get to watch this one, but just looking at the VRML match page here,
Actually, you couldn't watch this one because it was not streamed.
Oh, is this one of the ones this week that didn't get streamed? Okay.
Yeah, there were too many matches that night, I guess.
But yeah, no, putting up your second round doing 11-16. That's a lot closer than I would have called it. You guys really showed up. It seems like.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being entirely honest, most of our problems right now are just inexperience. We're not very like like we all have pretty good individual skill, but I think we just have to get more experience in, and then we'll be a bit better.
Yeah, take that time to really work as a team, develop that teamwork.
And Cruz in the chat noting that the picture of their roster was a little bit old. That was, and I know you said that a minute ago. I'm just seeing it now. That was, I snipped these on Sunday or Monday during the day, and then I just keep those for the week. So if there's a change during the week, I don't go back for the Sunday show and re-snip, just because it adds more tediousness to it. Plus, all the casting that I usually do over the weekend as well is just a lot more time added on. So I'll keep them for the whole week and then come back on Monday and redo them again for the ones that saw any changes. So yes, we'll move on now to this was formerly, and this is, you'll see it again here, formerly SSBC Legends, now just Legends versus Illuminati, and Illuminati taking that one in 2. Let's see, Canada with Legends in 3, Toast with Legends in 3, and Esend the only one with Legends in 2.
Hey. Oh.
I don't know, Canada. I mean, this is your game. I don't know if you have anything you want to say about it.
I think this game especially taught us a lot about how we play as a team and things we can improve on. Because Plains, they hung us out to dry. They they're a fast team, and I think it was really good for my team to see them because can only improve from here. Us being this is our first season, so we're still working out the kinks, and hopefully next week we'll come out a little stronger.
I mean, honestly, this may sound a bit stupid because they were one of the top teams in preseason and in this season, but I did underestimate Illuminati. I always didn't think they weren't as good as they were made out to be, but they proved me wrong. Ender was very aggressive about how I was going to get proved wrong.
And of course, Ender would be.
Yeah, no, they're so fast. It's like being a goalie. It's just they break through the bubble and they're scoring within half a second. It's insane.
All right, so we use that to transition now to another Illuminati game. That was Illuminati versus Infinite, which Infinite actually came away with this one in 2. And I remember seeing Infinite before they got into that game, right before their scrim, and they were definitely in high spirits coming away with this one. And nobody actually got this one quite right, as Canada and Toast both picking Infinite in 3, on Esend with Illuminati in 3. So that's 1 point apiece to Canada and Toast, and no points to S.
Yeah, Infinite stepped it up. They did really well in that. I didn't think they'd be able to walk away with that game so cleanly. I figured it'd at least go to 3 rounds, but they did a good job.
I mean, I definitely underestimated Infinite because of their struggle in the first few weeks, because they were a really good team. They just pulled it together and did very well this match.
Yeah. I'm on the same boat with a Toast. Yeah, I just didn't think they were gonna turn around this quickly, but good for them.
And Infinite did have that kind of slow start to the season 1 here after doing so well in the preseason, and it made a lot of people question their wherewithal. But then, of course, yeah, they're starting to make that comeback, and they're proving that they're worthy of that master division star on their name there. But yeah, we'll go ahead and now move on to another one that might be a little bit painful for Captain here. Sorry, but yeah, Legends versus Kang. Kang taking that one in 2 as well. That was one of the games, one of the only other game we had a mercy bet on from Jake from State Farm, picking Kang in 2 with the mercy bet. So Jake actually picking up 3 points on that game. That of course, but everybody picking Kang in 2, so everybody getting 2 points at least.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this game hurt. This game hurt physically.
Kang is just a really strong team. It's hard for anybody to get through on them.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say the matchmaking in this one was not too amazing. The matchmaking, the whole matchmaking this week was not too good in my opinion. But I mean, it's always good to go against a team that's a bit higher level, so you can get more experience and what you need to do to improve, other than which is much different than going against a team that's around your level where it's more of an even competition.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no.
I'm definitely not saying anything bad about SSCB. I mean, they're doing very good, and I always say SSCB, but it is SSCB.
Yes, it's just Legends now. We've
Oh
said
yeah, I
before.
forgot. Yeah, it's just Legends.
Yeah, no. I think it was 2 or 3 minutes in to the of real time, not game clock, of the first round, that I ended up turning towards my desk in game, going to headbutt save a disc, and I broke a mason jar on my chin.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
heard about
god.
that.
Yeah, yeah, that
Oh,
that
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 sounds
could have been real
horrific.
bad.
Yeah, you did all right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's
I
a little
was
bruise,
playing a
but
match against Orbit, and it was a bit less extreme, but I also broke my shelf very severely, which I guess this week was just not very good for.
Gotta clear the play space, boys.
Yeah,
fucking
I guess
Palador
this
calling me
is
Crimson Chin.
just. Oh, I was wondering what that was about. I saw it in the channel, and I was like, I was just curious as to why they were calling you Crimson Chin, but
So
I guess there was a
yeah,
reason.
so I messaged Sealable just after the game, and then he brought out the meme, and then when I posted it in Echo Games, it was just a nonstop, just fucking Crimson Chin. Uh,
That
yeah,
sounds like
no,
a dope nickname, though.
yeah,
I've heard worse.
Kang is, oh yeah, Kang's super strong, but I think second round I don't know if they were going a little easier on us or if we just stepped it up, but we ended up kind of closing the gap a little bit.
Yeah, I did see scoring 8 points on Kang. For I mean, really, any team being able to do that can that's definitely worthy of note because that's not a couple, that's a few. And
Yeah, you definitely proved yourself well in that second round.
Yeah, I think that after the third 20-point round in a day, we were fed up with people scoring that many points on us.
all right, so yeah, a lot to say about that one. Definitely one to especially that second round. Anybody wants to check a good VOD, that's a good one to check out there. So yeah, move on to we have three more to go here. This is going to be Kang versus Ignite, which I didn't have the results of, and I actually might not. I have Kang in two. I think I was on that. Actually, yeah, I was on that game. I don't remember it all that well. Because that's one. I think it was one of four games tonight, maybe five. I think it was four.
Quite a few, yeah.
But
Wait,
yeah,
I was curious about this last week, but I never mentioned it. Why is everybody on Ignite except for Far listed as a sub?
I think that's just because if you bring because actually if you look at Nova, we're the same way. Everybody but Venom is listed as a sub just because they just never went in and actually said it. So that's basically your
Okay.
default role when you're brought in to a team. And I just like over on
Did
Kang, like Mad's listed as a sub, but there's no one else on that roster. So I mean, you can assume they just didn't go in
yeah.
and change it.
Did that exist in preseason, like having a person as a sub? Because I never saw it.
Yeah, yeah, there were
Oh,
quite a few
that's odd.
teams
Maybe I just
that
missed
had.
it.
In fact, Ignite may have been one of those teams, unless Dole was more
Yeah.
recent than preseason. Um, but yeah, quite a few teams had larger than 4 player rosters during the preseason.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What can I remember? I remember Kang had that classic Kang onslaught where like Ignite was doing a really good job of stopping a lot of the attacks from Kang. But every time they got it out of their bubble, it go right back in the hands of Kang. Mad is just he's a madman on the back line.
Yeah.
He just stops everything from going out. From what I saw, and every time Ignite tried to send it away because they didn't have a moment to set up, they had to get it out and it would go right back in the hands of Kang to give him another opportunity. And I don't know if there was a mercy in the round two. If there was, excuse me, if there wasn't, it was close. The round two, Kang really came away with it. Excuse me. All
Well,
right.
that's good for them.
We're going to move on into our penultimate game of the evening. This is Joker versus Flair. Joker taking that one in two after Flair picked up two real big upsets earlier in the last 2 weeks. One versus Kang, one versus Illuminati. But then, yeah, not quite enough for Joker here, although obviously really close. Joker taking it in 20-13 in round one, 10-8 in round two. Let's see what you guys picked on that one. So that was Joker in two. All you picked, let's see, Canada with Joker in two, Toast with Joker in three, and Esend with Flair in three.
Yeah, I was hoping Flair could get that one. That last round looks like it was really close. Just didn't quite go with the distance.
Yeah, nah, I didn't get to watch this game either, but yeah, no, I was surprised Flair didn't bring it to three. I know I said it was gonna be two because I know Joker wasn't gonna let them show up every team in the top three, but
I I
respect
thought
for them
honestly,
keeping it
I
within
I
a
thought that
couple of points.
I thought that I guessed Flair in 3 in the first episode, but I guess I didn't. But I'm just gonna stick with the Joker in 3 because I guess that's 1 point.
I will.
And
If there's quite actually, it might not ultimately matter as we are very close to the end here. Just to
okay.
give away a little bit of where we're headed.
Yeah, I don't think I'm.
But yeah, so I would otherwise go back and check. Not right now. I would otherwise go back and check afterwards. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I don't think that 1 point is going to be the difference maker here. I
Okay.
don't think we're going to need the tiebreaker either. Maybe for second place.
Ouch.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and use that to transition over into our ultimate game of the week, and that was Infinite versus Joker. Joker taking that one in two, and that one by the score, an incredibly close game. It's Joker taking round one in 13-12, round two 9-8. Then y'all's predictions on that. Let's see, Infinite Canada with Infinite in three, Toast with Joker in two, and Esend with Infinite in three. So Toast with another 2 points here.
Wow.
I had so many games that I thought we'd go to that third round, and they just wound up being like 2-point games. Just wrap it up in a second.
Yeah, I mean both teams are incredible, but Joker is just it's got a very interesting energy that somehow manages to pull off a lot of stuff.
I was really hoping Infinite would maintain their winning streak or their wins over Joker on this. So I think over the course of preseason and the season, that gives them 2 wins each against each other.
Yeah, I think so.
I think there's a little bit of a rivalry going on there.
Even Jay Walker in chat, because on the last one he said no, it wasn't even close versus Flair, but on this one he's saying all right, maybe a little close. So if Jay Walker's giving me an inch, yeah, it must have been close.
I mean, it was a 1-point game each time, so yeah, it was insanely close. I mean, both teams are great, so expected.
All right, well that is the last game there, and so the points come out. I don't know if it's going to be a surprise to anybody after the way that went, but Latos taking the number one spot here with 31 points, not even needing a tiebreaker as he scorches ahead. CaptainCanada pulling it up in second with 24, and Esend even with the extra 3, although there was the sacrificial 4. But then you did get the extra 1 from the Bursty bet, so really I maybe consider this a wash as far as the plus or minus on the points, but coming away with 21. So not far behind CaptainCanada. But yeah, Late Toast just running away with this one.
Nicely done.
What has been the highest score? I'm just curious, like the highest ever score.
I can check, because I actually keep that
like 28.
checked. Is that it? Yeah, B-Love in week 3 with 28 points. So yeah, you're the current record holder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, good job, Latos there with the predictions, setting the standard now, the new record. And so that's everyone from now on is going to be judged based on that number. Yeah, but yeah, so I guess that'll kind of bring us to the end here. And always before we go, everybody a chance to plug anything they want to plug. And Leto, since you came away with this one, anything you want to shout out or a plug or a Twitch or a Twitter, anything like that, even your high school band website, whatever works for you.
I don't really do much, but once I get my headset fixed, I'm probably gonna try to stream a bit more.
And
what's
your Twitch?
My Twitch is the same as my in-game username, late_toast.
All right, so check out late_toast. Give him a follow, and when he starts streaming, you'll start getting those notifications, so you can get some audience running while he's doing that. But yeah, CaptainCanada taking up second place here, Captain. If you have anything you want to plug.
Yeah. I got a Twitch. It's CaptainCanada. Also, probably Legends has now got a Twitter, so if you wanna follow that, follow it. Depends if I might be posting on that, I might not. It just really depends on how everything plays out. But yeah, love coming on.
And
Yeah,
Captain,
if anybody's at all interested, me and a few other people are going to be doing a 1 to 2 hour stream of climbing a mountain in Rec Room. So that'll be interesting if anybody.
When's that happening?
There's not a set date.
Oh, okay.
Yet. I'll probably say something about it in videos and streams and Echo Games if anybody ends up being at all curious.
Okay, and
Captain, also, wait, so I'll just type this in chat. It doesn't make sense to type it.
Okay, Captain, I was gonna say, I swear, every once in a while, just for a moment, you sound identical to Andy W. Just for a moment. The longer you talk, the less you sound like him. For like the first few words, I'm like, when did Andy come in here? And I go and I look, and I'm like, oh no, that's CaptainCanada. And then you don't sound like Andy anymore. But for like a moment, I swear to God, you sound like Andy. I can't be the only one. But yeah, Esend, I don't know if I don't even know if you have anything to plug, but if you want to plug something.
No plugs. Just want to say thanks for having me. It's a good time. Thanks, Mom. You're the best. And you guys will know where to find me on Friday nights. Feel free to drop in anytime.
And that, of course, is a reference to Beer League, which we are more than welcome to talk about on this channel. But yeah, there's something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah, the number of PMs we got this week from people insisting they knew who it was, but then would question it, but then would insist they knew who it was, but then would pick somebody else. It was a lot of fun, and if it wasn't for the simple fact that the voice changer is so harsh on the ears, maybe we'll try to find an alternative to that, because it was definitely a lot of fun. We may or may not do it again next week. I don't know yet. Of course, usually that's I'll figure out like who's on and what we're doing and everything tomorrow, because I am definitely casted out at the end of Sundays. But yeah, and as far I've been Monsieur Demouy. This is the Sir Dimwee Twitch channel. So if you're already here, you already know it. And yeah, so thank you, guests, for coming out this week. It's CaptainCanada, Esend, and Late Toast, and a round of applause to you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Being here. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with the Forward Echo with a fresh, a brand new panel, brand new-ish. Anyways, we'll see how it works out. And probably at the normal time, 10 o'clock or after the last game on Monday. And yeah, so thank you, chat, for being here. Really appreciate it. As I said, this was the first week we were on as affiliate, so that's really exciting. So yay, milestones. All right, so yeah, that'll do it here for us tonight. I have been Monsieur Dimwee. This was the Weekly Echo. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good and safe evening.
Adios.